Few deadline trades have made a bigger impact than the one for Rashid Shaheed, who just helped the Seahawks win their second Lombardi trophy. But will Shaheed and his speed be back for seconds in Seattle? We'll ask him when the Super Bowl champ joins the show tonight. The NFL Combine is right around the corner, and there are some big men with big talent worth your attention. Mark Ross will be here tonight to reveal his favorite defensive lineman and who can really help themselves next week in Indianapolis. It's almost free agency time, too. We'll break down some of the most prominent names from the AFC tonight that could be switching teams, getting tagged, or maybe cashing in at home. Welcome inside with the Insiders. Alongside Judy Batista, I am Tom Pellicero. 3 weeks from today, the league year will officially begin. The free agent signing period will be underway. And there are some teams right now that have a whole lot of cap clearing to do in order for them to go and pursue those guys that they really want to bring in. That certainly includes the Kansas City Chiefs, who were more than $50 million over the cap for 2026 before they did their annual restructure on Patrick Mahomes' contract, converting more than $54 million in salary and bonus money to a fully guaranteed roster bonus in a maneuver that clears over $43 million in 2026 cap space. Fourth year in a row, Kansas City has done this type of restructure, all part of the plan to create flexibility when Mahomes signed a long-term deal back in 2020. To be clear, it's not a pay cut. Mahomes gets all his money. The Chiefs just pushing the cap charges into future years, and they still have more work to do before March 11th, Judy.
Lamar Jackson, of course, coming off a disappointing season, but it is a fresh start for everybody in Baltimore. Coaching change, and now Declan Boyle is his new offensive coordinator. Boyle met with reporters today for the first time, and he discussed his expectations for his MVP quarterback.
I was able to speak to him a few times. One of them was in the interview process. I was able to sit with him for, over an hour on a Zoom call while he was down in Florida and be able to we talked about a lot of different subjects, but kind of go through, his time in the past here, kind of what his vision is for what he needs to be able to operate at the highest level. And I really wanted to see, if we were compatible and if that was a fit, and you're trying to figure out what the coaching structure is going to look like in that way. And so got a chance to visit with him then, have had a chance to visit with him a few more times since then, exchanged some texts, and certainly very excited about the caliber player he is. But also just in all the conversations, his willingness to listen, his hunger to learn, his hunger to grow. I think he is a guy with a growth mindset that, he's played at a really high level, and still I think that he wants to continue to work and feels like he can get better. And so me and the rest of the staff are really excited to chase that with him.
Really fascinating hire for the Ravens once they went with the defensive head coach in Jesse Minter. Obviously, they needed a plan for a pretty talented offensive side of the ball. Declan Boyle, 29 years old, but look at his pedigree. Came up under Sean Payton, got his first coaching job when he was really young back in New Orleans. Payton eventually brought him along to Denver, then joins Ben Johnson. When you're talking about two of the brightest offensive minds we've seen over the past couple of decades, Sean Payton and Ben Johnson certainly fall on that list. But, Judy, we also don't have a track record on exactly what Declan Boyle is going to do with this offense, especially within the context of whether it's Drew Brees, Bo Nix, Caleb Williams. There is no quarterback on the planet who's exactly like Lamar.
Now, first of all, we should make the point that Doyle told the team's website he actually thinks his youth is a benefit for him, that he is able to connect with players maybe better than a little bit older coaches. So we'll see if that is true. There's no question this is a bit of a risk. He has never called the offensive plays. He did work under Ben Johnson with Chicago last year, and obviously they had great results on offense. But Ben Johnson was the play caller then. So this is a bit of a gamble, and whatever sort of startup time it takes for him to get settled in as the offensive play caller is, of course, time that you are taking away from a two-time league MVP to be at the top of his game. Having said that, the idea is to get Lamar Jackson further than he has gone. He made it clear he believes that his ceiling can go even higher than it has already been. Of course, the only place for it to go really is the Super Bowl. At this point, that is why they made the move away from John Harbaugh in the first place. It's a risk. It is a calculated risk. Steve Bisciotti felt really good about making these changes. We will see how they pan out this year.
And if it does go well, you can guarantee that next January we'll be talking about not 29-year-old offensive coordinator Declan Doyle, but 30-year-old head coaching candidate Declan Doyle. You can say the same thing for Christian Parker, another young hire now for the Dallas Cowboys, just 34 years old as he gets his first opportunity. Brian Schottenheimer introduced him earlier today, a guy who has worked with Vic Fangio in Denver and Philadelphia and brings a lot of experience to the table, albeit at a pretty young age.
We were excited to say, hey, take a deep breath. Let's get it right. I think we did over 40 total interviews, 9 of which were coordinators. He was the last one, by the way. He was the last Zoom that we did. And every impression we had with CP was just left us wanting more.
The game is definitely won and lost up front. We have significant players in the front seven. And so I think that when you start with that defensive line room and what you're able to do in controlling the pocket, stopping the run, you control what an offense is able to do, and you're able to dictate to them on their terms. So you're not playing the whole playbook when you win first and second down. So I think it starts there. That's where the excitement starts. And there's several other pieces that have been proven playmakers. We look forward to kind of bringing it all together in the next couple months.
Let's welcome in our Jane Slater, who is at Frisco today for this press conference. Jane, my impression just of watching it is that Brian Schottenheimer is absolutely thrilled with his new defensive coordinator. What sold him on this guy?
Well, that's an understatement. And as you know, I follow a lot of Cowboys content creators and fans follow me. And I can tell you the feedback has been largely positive as a result of an almost hour-long press conference with Christian Parker. Let's go back through his resume. It's been an impressive one in a short amount of time. He got his first job at 21. This is now his first defensive coordinator job at 34. And now this is his 8th stop in his 14-year journey up the ranks. But along the way, as Tom alluded to earlier, his mentors have been impressive. Guys like Vic Fangio and Vance Joseph, to name a few. Christian Parker was prepared, and we saw that, quote, calm demeanor that impressed head coach Brian Schottenheimer in what ended up, again, being a very lengthy presser with Parker today. For Cowboys fans, there were a few things that stood out. They will be multiple in nature, but he's a firm believer in the 3-4 scheme, 4-2-5 and nickel. He stressed the importance of affecting the QB and stopping the run, something the Cowboys have struggled with over the years, along with an identity after employing 4 defensive coordinators in the last 6 years. Shotty told us he wanted someone with energy and connection, and believes he has found that in Parker, who he says has already created excitement amongst the players. And as for the process, as you heard Shotty describe it, it was thorough and extensive. Parker told us there was a mock install, position meeting, and period watching film and detailing it out, along with the discussion of the roster's personnel and players around the league. I don't know if it's because we just haven't asked the question, guys, but that's about as thorough as I've heard them discuss the hiring process for one of their coordinators.
Parker worked with the secondary in Philadelphia, did a great job developing some young guys in the secondary. We know that is a need for the Dallas Cowboys. Really, Jane, defense is a need for the Dallas Cowboys this offseason.
When you look at the secondary and last year, some of their issues, depth and just, the ability to adapt within the scheme. And I thought was really impressive was Parker really drilled down on the importance of the nickel position, telling us, quote, that guy, he's a corner sometimes. He's a safety sometimes. He's a backer sometimes, and he's a defensive end when blitzing. He says he wants to have a guy who has natural instincts and an ability to feel the game. But I think what really stood out was him saying he wants to build a scheme around the players. That was something that I was told by several players last year that frustrated them. And we were all impressed that the former political science major threw in the importance of his major in college, dropping names like Marcus Aurelius, Seneca, and the Art of War. He says it helps when arguing the why on things and teaching. Another thing Shotty loved about Parker in the interview process, and he told us he is young, but he told us, quote, I'm ready. And he was very declarative and very confident when making that statement.
It was a very impressive press conference. Also, Bill Belichick, also a big fan of the Art of War. Jane, thank you very much. Tom?
New Cardinals coach Mike LaFleur also introduced his coordinators today. He's the one on the left as you're looking at your screen. A familiar face, part of his brother Matt's staff multiple times over the years. Nathaniel Hackett headed to Arizona. Here's why LaFleur said Hack is back.
it's one of those things, like, you know, when you're a play calling head coach, it's like you always get asked what's the order of, you know, the most important coaches. Like, well, they're all important. You know, the position coaches, the coordinators, that is such an important role because of all the things I just said. And, you know, I've never worked with Hack. I've obviously known Hack for a lot of years. But obviously the years that he spent with Green Bay and my brother, what a vital part he had in the success, you know, early on. And what an opportunity for us and myself to be able to land him.
My experience at Green Bay with Matt was absolutely incredible. Matt's one of my dearest friends, and I'm so grateful for all my time that I had with him. And now I'm looking for that same experience with another LaFleur. So you're just going to keep racking up those LaFleurs, you know.
You were going to get the energy from Nathaniel Hackett, not just when he speaks to reporters, Judy, but also behind the scenes. His presentations in Green Bay are legendary. The things he would do with not the red zone, but the gold zone, using Austin Powers clips. It's not just the schematics, and certainly he's very involved in his history with knowing that scheme, but it's also kind of balancing out the energy in the room, which is kind of a big part of putting together a staff, especially as a new head coach.
No question, that is important. He's also got experience as a head coach that maybe he can talk to him a little bit about on that. But look, the bottom line when you're talking about the offense is, who are they designing the offense for? Who is the quarterback? We still don't know the answer to that in Arizona. Obviously, we expect that Kyler Murray is probably not going to be there as the starting quarterback. But we will see what happens in Arizona. A long way to go in Arizona this offseason. As for the Tennessee Titans, Cam Ward, he had a pretty good rookie season given the disappointments of the rest of the team in Tennessee. You could still see flashes from Cam Ward as a rookie. And now former Giants head coach Brian Daboll is his offensive coordinator. Here is Dave's on Cam Ward.
Yeah, I'd just say it felt like the right fit with the right people. Obviously have a relationship with Robert dating back to the New York days. But his vision of what he wants to do and how he wants to do it, Mike and the vision that he has, and then ultimately Cam was a big factor. Have a lot of confidence in this young man. I'm sure I'll get asked about the pre-draft process last year, which was about this time. Had a lot of touch points with him, meetings, 30 visits, going down to Miami, dinner with him and his family. So there was a good relationship built up leading up to the draft. So I look forward to working with him. I know he's in the building rehabbing. April can't come soon enough to get going on the offensive installation part of it, but have a lot of confidence in how he played, both at Miami, Washington State. And then he had a whole year under his belt playing in the National Football League and getting accustomed to the speed of the game and the timing. And that's not an easy thing for quarterbacks. So I just felt like the right fit, Buck, and look forward to being here.
I can't think of a lot of comparable situations, Judy, where you have a guy who was a head coach, went through the quarterback process very in depth, and then a year later, after getting fired, ends up as an OC on a different team, getting the other quarterback. I remember hearing at the time Brian Daboll was really, really interested in Cam Ward, but thanks to a late season throwaway win that they didn't need, they dropped down a couple of spots. Can't get him at number one. Tennessee wasn't moving. Now this opportunity to work with Cam Ward, it's certainly big for the Titans. Also big for Brian Daboll to remind everybody why, when he has had success in the NFL, he's done it with a quarterback who's got a diverse type of a skill set.
He must like Cam Ward because he used the word moxie about Cam Ward. He likes his moxie, which is exactly the same word as he used when he talked about Jackson Dart last year at the New York Giants. I was struck, too, by all of the contact he has had with Cam Ward and all of the work he had done on Cam Ward when he was with the Giants and they were looking at the draft. That certainly has to help that there is going to be a shorter startup period. He's already got so much intel. He's already had so much contact. He knows how he likes to play. Going to be very interesting to see both Cam Ward and Brian Daboll perform together in Tennessee.
Cam Ward, Brian Daboll, revenge tour loading. We got a 49ers World Tour loading. The team announcing earlier today it's set to return to Mexico City in the 2026 season. They will host a regular season game this fall at Estadio Banorte with their opponent to be announced. Matchup, of course, follows the prior announcement that they're also headed to Australia to face the Rams. The NFL and the 49ers in particular, literally everywhere. Well, not literally, figuratively everywhere. Going to Mexico City, Madrid, London 3 times, Paris, Munich, Melbourne, and Rio. If you're scoring at home, Judy, that is 9 international games, 4 continents, 7 countries, and 8 stadiums, plus a partridge in a pear tree.
And they are not done yet. All right, as for the Seattle Seahawks, 10 days after winning the Super Bowl, they have been put up for sale. This move was expected. There had been some urgency from the league office to get the sale process started before the league's annual meeting in March. The Paul Allen Trust has owned the team since he died in 2018. Trusts are not allowed to own teams in the NFL. So that is why it is going up for sale. There is a possibility that new owners could be in place by the kickoff of the 2026 season. The sale price is expected to set an NFL record that will be north of the $6 billion plus that was paid for the Commanders in 2023. This could exceed that quite easily.
There is still one tackle football game left in this season. It is the HBCU Legacy Bowl. Practices underway. Our Sherry Burris caught up with linebacker Eric Hunter.
Eric, first day here of practice for the games. Tell me, what do you hope to show the scouts that are watching about your play in particular?
Most definitely. First of all, I'm just a professional. Anything I do, I move like a professional, and I'm a good football player. I'm extremely passionate, and whatever locker room I'm going to get into, I'm going to play my role to the best of my ability.
And what do we see on the field? We saw you make some good hands catches there, too. Why is it so important to show all of your skills in a game in a week like this?
Because I'm representing HBCUs. It's bigger than just me, so I want to show that there's talent out here. I can play on any level. I'm excited to, continue to showcase my abilities. It means a lot to me. This is a game I've been playing since a child, and, dreams coming true.
We were looking at some of the notes for you, and you said Sean Taylor is an inspiration for you. What's your first memory of seeing him play?
Yeah, so he was a hard-hitting safety. The first time I was introduced to him was actually by my grandmother when we was just watching a Pro Bowl highlight when he came down to hit a punter, and it just showed his resiliency. And he's so relentless too, so he doesn't really care. So when you line up against him, he's playing football, and I take that too.
How do you feel like, you can emulate sort of the spirit in the way he played?
Yeah, the same thing. It's just playing relentless. No matter who's across from you, it doesn't matter your helmet you got on, doesn't matter where you come from. I'm playing football with you.
And you got to play close to home. I saw that was important to you. What was your biggest takeaway of getting to do that and have that with your family?
Yeah, the biggest thing was being able to have my family come to every home game. It wasn't too far of a drive. Morgan State is a great school. I have no complaints about Morgan State. I love it. I would do it again. It's a badge of honor I wear on my chest proudly.
Yeah. Appreciate the time. Have a great week. Thank you.
Thank you.
HBCU Legacy Bowl Saturday on NFL Network. One of the biggest draws, Virginia Union running back Curtis Allen, winner of the Division II version of the Heisman, a.k.a. the Harlan Hill Trophy. You look back over time, Tyson Bagent, current Bears backup quarterback, Joique Bell, Lions running back, Danny Woodhead on that list. Could Curtis Allen be the next one to forge a path to the NFL? Tune in Saturday and find out. Tons more to come on this edition of The Insiders, including a close look at some of the guys who will be on the field next week in Indianapolis. The NFL Combine about to kick off. Could Tennessee's Colton Hood go higher than everyone else is thinking? Mark Ross will be here with his top 5 cornerback prospects. But coming up right after this, we got another chat with a Super Bowl winner. It is Rashid Shaheed, who played half a season in Seattle, got a Lombardi trophy, and maybe could be headed somewhere else in 2026? We'll ask him right after this on The Insiders.
Shaheed at his own 5, across the 10, 15, 20. Cut straight upfield, has a gap, across the 40, midfield 50, trying to tip him, go get him, flag is down, Shaheed to the end zone. Holy catfish, open the game with a 95-yard touchdown, Seahawks.
Well, that is how the playoffs began for Rashid Shaheed and the Seattle Seahawks. And this is how it ended, with the Lombardi Trophy at a parade. Lots of smiles, lots of confetti, lots of very, very happy people lining the streets in Seattle. Look at that. That is so awesome. And now we are very lucky. Rashid Shaheed has interrupted the celebration. He's going to spend a few minutes with us here on The Insiders. I am Judy Batista. That is Bridget Condon. Rashid, Super Bowl champion Rashid Shaheed. What have the last 10 days been like for you?
It's been a lot. But all fun, all good things, all great opportunities have come with winning the Super Bowl, and now I'm enjoying the offseason so far.
Undrafted in 2022, now a Super Bowl champion. What does it mean to hear that, and what do you wish that you could go back and tell your younger self on draft weekend of 2022?
Yeah, just believe that you could get here. The journey is what makes all this, so great. And to be here now, it makes it all worth it from, the journey of, being undrafted, FCS guy, small school, making it to the big stage and, being able to make an impact on the new team that I was brought into and ultimately a Super Bowl champion. And can't write it much better.
Well, you referenced it. I mean, you were traded at the trade deadline from the New Orleans Saints. Could you ever have imagined, even when you traded, that you were going to make the kind of leap that you did and land on a team that was going to go all the way?
Yeah, I just knew to come in and just be myself. And my coaches and my teammates made that so easy. The transition was so smooth. And they emphasize that. Just come in and don't do anything differently. It's obviously a new uniform, but it's the same game you've been playing since you were 5 years old. So I just kept that mentality and, it just all worked out.
What was it like when you found out you were going to Seattle, and how long did it take for you to realize that the Seahawks were a real contender?
It didn't take me long at all. I played them earlier in the year in New Orleans, and I got a good glimpse of how good they were. They put a good beat down on us. But, the first week I got there, I saw how bought in everybody was and how locked in, just the team was, and all the coaches and everybody just had, just kind of a rich spirit about them, and the organization is just absolutely amazing. So I knew I was stepping into a great situation.
Obviously, one of the key figures on your new team was Sam Darnold. We heard a lot out of that locker room. We heard a lot at the parade talking about Sam Darnold, sort of defending him against his doubters. Yeah. What were your impressions? You only had half a season with him, but what were your impressions of Sam?
Yeah, no, I love working with Sam, man. He's the ultimate competitor. He's a great teammate, and he's our leader, and we knew that, man, and we're all so proud of him and his journey. He's a Super Bowl champion quarterback, and nobody can take that away from him. He's earned this. He's earned, everything that's coming for him, and we're all just super proud that he's a Seahawk.
You're set to become an unrestricted free agent here next month. What would it mean for you to be back with Seattle, and have any of those conversations started?
Absolutely, yeah. Conversations are definitely going to be heating up, definitely towards March. But I would love to come back. I love my, experience here. I'm loving the Pacific Northwest, and obviously the organization is second to none. And I kind of want to run it back. We just won a Super Bowl, so why not?
You had a bigger offensive role before you were traded when you were with the Saints than you ended up having in your time in Seattle. Is that something you will be seeking next season? Do you want to be, wherever you land, whether it's back in Seattle or with another team, are you going to be seeking some kind of reassurance that maybe you'll have a greater role in the offense?
Of course. Any opportunity I get to make some plays for my teammates, I'm going to go out there and just enjoy it. As long as the ball's, if it comes to me or if it doesn't, I'm out there having a blast. Any impact I get an opportunity with, it's offense, special teams, it doesn't matter. As long as, I'm out there, I'm going to be having a blast.
Having a blast on the field, also having a blast off the field. I know at the parade, we have a tweet that we want to put up, Sheed 0, Parade 1. Can you explain this a little bit? What was going on there in Seattle that Wednesday?
Yeah, had maybe one too many, I would say. Just only one too many. The parade definitely got the best of me, but it was a great time, a moment I will never forget. My family was on the floor with me. It was great, but the parade definitely got me.
That's okay. You're allowed.
Yes, 100%.
You mentioned that your family was with you. Both of your parents have track backgrounds. When did you first realize, at what point when you were a kid or in sports did you first realize that you were really fast?
Yeah, at a very young age. I started running track and field when I was just a little kid. And of course, racing in, at school, racing all the kids and, kids wanting to race you because you're fast. You kind of get the idea that, you might have a little step ahead at a young age. But I was kind of born to run. Whole family is track athletes. So yeah, we enjoy the sport.
We saw that speed showcase. The entire world saw it. If they didn't know who you were before the divisional round, they sure do now. Obviously, returning the opening kick in the divisional round against the 49ers for a touchdown. How many times have you seen that clip since? And is there anything we don't know about that moment?
Oh, I rewatched that clip so many times. It's like a dream still. I can't believe that turned out like that. But yeah, no, that moment it's etched in my mind as, one of my favorite plays of all time. It was the one time where I was running down the sidelines and actually heard the crowd. It was just so loud, and it caused just about an earthquake. So, how could you not hear? But that's one memory I'll always remember.
Well, sort of on the same track, have you had time to process sort of what your last year or so has been like? Like when you think about the journey you've been on just in the last year, what comes to mind first?
That's a good question. It's been a lot, but I feel like it's all just kind of worked itself out. I just let, all the circumstances and, the moving to a different team and all that within the last few months. I just let it all work out, and I just didn't let the moment get too big, didn't let, the trade or anything, just get to me. And I just felt like I just needed to be myself throughout this whole thing. And that's how I kind of stayed grounded and I was able to handle this in the best way possible.
Definitely left it out on the field during the playoffs. We saw that. We've talked about it. But is there anything else that you want to tell people as you become an unrestricted free agent of maybe what we don't know about you and what your goal is going forward?
The goal for me is just to continue to win. Now that I got a taste of a Super Bowl championship, I'm going to continue to work towards that each and every year, man. But I'm a competitor. I love the game of football. I'm willing to do whatever for my teammates and my team. I love the game, and I'm willing to do what it takes.
Well, as we just showed your post there, undrafted to Super Bowl champ, believe. Congratulations. You earned it. Enjoy the celebration, and we will certainly be talking to you once free agency kicks off. Thank you so much for joining us.
Looking forward to it. Thank you guys for having me.
Definitely going to be watching Shaheed during free agency. But first, when we return, Mark Ross is going to join us to talk defensive line prospects we should be keeping an eye on as we get ready for next week's scouting combine. That's coming up next on The Insiders.
Practice underway at the HBCU Legacy Bowl, which you can watch live 4 p.m. Eastern Time Saturday on NFL Network. Team Robinson, named after legendary Grambling State football coach Eddie Robinson, on the field. Afterward, our Sherry Burris caught up with Jackson State defensive tackle Quincy Ivory.
Well, Quincy, day one here for us to get a look at you guys and these scouts. What are you hoping they take away from your performance this week?
Seeing my effort, seeing my talent on the national stage, and just the love I have for the game.
Can you describe that love? What are they seeing out there when you put the pads on?
The passion that I have, the relationships I take with my teammates, just being out here having fun with it.
It's a unique story. You were quarterback as a recruit coming out and played in college ball a little bit. Now you're a defensive lineman. How has that transition been for you?
It's actually been kind of fun, using my quarterback IQ to be on the defensive side of the ball, seeing it from a different perspective, and just playing the game fast.
What is that unique perspective that you have the edge of knowing exactly what the offense is doing out there?
Okay, so studying from a quarterback's perspective, I know formation recognition, know how tight splits, everything, just seeing it from a quarterback perspective and just flipping it on that side, so knowing what the quarterback's looking for, knowing how the offense wants to run their schemes and everything.
And how do you feel like you can display sort of that football IQ but also your smarts this week for the guys?
Sharing my knowledge. I can't just have all the knowledge to myself, so trying to get my guys in the right spots, having communication on the field, making sure we're all on the same page.
You seem like a really nice guy, and it's been great talking to you. We have a photo of you holding up a board that just said, "Not impressed." You're laughing. Give us a little bit more about that and how that might speak to the kind of player you are.
Yeah, rivalry week, we played Southern, and they posted something on social media, and we don't take bulletin board material, but I just kind of remembered that after the game. So,
well, we wish you good luck. Hope we see a little bit of that spice out there.
Thank you.
Don't know how big Quincy Ivory was in high school, but that is not a quarterback that you want to get in his way. HBCU Legacy Bowl this Saturday, 4 p.m. Eastern Time. Steve Weitz, Bucky Brooks, Charles Davis, and Sherry Burris calling the action right here on NFL Network. Next week, the NFL Combine presented by Microsoft Copilot, where a dream that starts small can get big and a name that's unknown can become the future. Next is here. The 2026 NFL Combine, February 26th through March 1st on NFL Network and streaming with NFL Plus. Subscription required for NFL Plus. Visit plus.nfl.com for terms. Welcome back to the Insiders. It's Tom Pelissero, Judy Batista, joined once again by Mark Ross. Mark, I know you cannot wait to watch the Underwear Olympics. All starts out next Thursday. Let's talk about some of those big boys, the defensive linemen here, specifically the ones on Bucky Brooks' list. And I know you love nothing more than taking the Bucky Brooks list and then saying all the reasons that it's wrong here. Tell me some of these defensive tackles on this list from Bucky that jump out at you.
Yeah, as usual, Bucky, it does a great job, but a little bit out of order there. I'm going to point at the first guy there at number 3, Lee Hunter from Texas Tech. This guy is about 6'2", 320-plus pounds, and you talk about controlling the line of scrimmage, he controls the line of scrimmage. Rugged, tough, he's a bully in there against the run, can really anchor, jolt, and shed blocks. Pass rush, he's going to make a mess in there. It's not going to get you, 10 sacks in there, but he's going to make a mess in there, let the edge rushers go do their job. So you love to have those rugged guys in there. And then the next guy is Caden McDonald from Ohio State. Very, very similar to Lee Hunter. I mean, similar build there. And here we go right here with big Caden. Similar build. You see the guys almost look alike. Kind of similar skill set as well. He's strong, he's rugged, he's tough at the line of scrimmage, can really anchor. Might have a little bit more movement there than Lee Hunter does, but still not going to be that top flight pass rusher, but going to make a mess in there. And for these big guys, these teams, you're going to love having these two guys there making a mess, being bullies inside for you.
Let's look at some smaller guys, the defensive backs. Let's bring up Bucky's list of his top 5 defensive backs. Mark, we want to hear you rip apart this. He's got 2 guys from Tennessee on the list. Who catches your eye here?
No, he crushed it. He crushed it on the DBs. Jermon McCoy right there. I'm going to talk about him and then Colton Hood, his teammate. McCoy's my number 1 guy as well. He missed all of this year with a torn ACL. But last season, I mean, he is the most electric athlete out of all of these corners. Really can change direction in space. Really has explosiveness, breaking on the ball, deep speed. Also has ball skills. He's super aggressive, almost too aggressive. A lot of penalties there with some of the stuff he does. But this will be gigantic. Unlike the big fellas, don't care about the combine. This will be a huge test for him at the combine. 1, with the medical checks with all the teams. And 2, if he's actually going to work out and run and do all the drills. Because if he does, and he does that at a high level, those ACL questions will be put to the side. And then his teammate there, Colton Hood, who did play this year, which gave him a chance to be more in the spotlight. This guy's a classic press corner. The way he plays up on the line, he's physical. He can run, flip his hips. He gets a little bit trouble when he is out in space. So this will be huge for him at the combine with those change of direction drills. Also with the hands, he gets a little grabby downfield. So the teams will really be looking at those ball skills and ability to catch the ball. But both of these guys are super intriguing prospects, completely different skill sets. And this combine week will be huge for both for different reasons.
Drills begin 1 week from tomorrow, Thursday night in Indianapolis. The NFL Combine kicking off in Indianapolis. Mark, thank you. Do not move, because coming up in just a few minutes, we're going to take a deep dive in the other major event coming up in coming weeks. That's right, free agency officially open 3 weeks from today. Where could Tyreek Hill land? Where could Aaron Rodgers be headed? Mark will help us break it all down right here on The Insiders.
NFL.
Another day, another departure from Cleveland. This time it's 3-time Pro Bowl guard Wyatt Teller, who along with his wife took to Instagram today to announce he will not be returning to the Browns. Tight end David Njoku made a similar announcement last week. Teller and the rest of the Browns offensive linemen, all free agents, set to hit the market on March 11th. Welcome back to the Insiders. Tom Pelissero, Judy Batista, joined once again by our Mark Ross. Let's dig in. 3 weeks from today, Mark, the floodgates are officially open. The signing period, the new league year begins. We'll look at the AFC side of things today. Let's start out in the AFC East. Some of the top free agents who are available, or at minimum, some of the big-name free agents. Who out there right on this list, Mark, stands out to you?
Well, the interesting name there is Breece Hall. And Judy, wrote an article last week having him as possible tag candidate there for the Jets. And that's the interesting dilemma there. Are they going to let him walk, as they did, Sauce Gardner? You're surprised they didn't let him go at that time. trade him at that time or keep him around as a building block. And for Breece as a free agent, there's a lot of good free agents running back. So what will the market be for him? So definitely an interesting dilemma for the Jets.
All right, let's look at the AFC North list of free agents. I bet I'm going to be able to guess who is going to catch your eye on this list, and I'm betting it's practically the same person who might have caught your eye last year at this time, Mark.
Not Aaron Rodgers. Let's go with Trey Hendrickson. Let's keep the Trey Hendrickson drama each year of where he will be. And, the interesting thing about Trey Hendrickson, I talked about this the other day with some free agents, he's got a couple strikes against him. He's not getting any younger. He's 31 years old, and he was injured again last year. So if you're a team on the outside thinking about Trey Hendrickson, what is the value you're going to put in that? Because in my experience, guys don't get more healthy and younger and later on. So what does he actually have left? And for Cincinnati, is it finally time to say, okay, let's just move on from Trey instead of having this drama every season?
Trey Hendrickson certainly is rooting for that outcome that Cincinnati moves on, allows him to become a free agent. Let's head to the AFC South where, Mark, there are some names in Jacksonville that hypothetically would be franchise tag candidates, but this is not always a team weapon for things like linebackers with Devin Lloyd. The number would be astronomical, and it's not real team friendly on Travis Etienne either.
Yeah, seriously, and that linebacker number is almost out of whack compared to some other position groups there. That's the problem. And Jacksonville doesn't really have the cap space to be able to do that, certainly not keep both. So the best course of action to try to extend him to keep him around. But, he hits the open market. He's going to be big time paid because he finally showed that promise that where he was taken in the first round of being a second team all-pro player, which I thought he always could be.
All right, let's finish it up with the AFC West. Some big names there from the Broncos, the Chiefs. We know that, we'll see what happens with Travis Kelce, but who's catching your eye here?
Well, that's Owe, Odafe Owe from the Chargers, and just the intriguing where the back and forth of what exactly is a player. After the 10 sacks last year, a lot of promise for the Ravens. Then he had none. He didn't do anything first half of the season. Then goes to the Chargers, gets 7.5 sacks, gets 3 in a playoff game. So will the real Odafe Owe stand up? And that's really the question that teams are going to be digging into the film of what is this guy and what is his value? And if we do give him this, will he be the 0-sack guy at the Ravens or the monster that we saw later on at the year? And the Chargers know that best. So what will they do with him?
3 weeks away from free agency officially opening March 3rd, the deadline for applying those franchise and transition tags. Mark, thank you as always. We'll keep doing this for another 3 weeks here. We got a lot of guests coming up the next couple of days here on the Insiders. Tomorrow, Super Bowl 60 champion Charles Cross, the $100 million man from Seattle, joins the show. Then on Friday, a couple of great guests. Carson Schlesinger, the reigning Defensive Rookie of the Year. Saquon Barkley joins the show as well, setting the table for the offseason ahead with a couple of the best.